Welcome everyone. Hope you had a great weekend and made some great month, and you closed your month in profitable pips. If you are having difficulties in closing or reaching your targets, or looking for a decent setup that been back tested or explained, we have our website. Please visit it. The link is in the description below. And we have our monthly subscriptions that we do live trading every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, Eastern time, UK time, Eastern time around 11:30 p.m. So we cover the London session. We do cover most of the lists, and you will have access to members area, which I'm gonna give some examples of the charts. In the members area, we have you have access to the live recordings, which I'm gonna show an example today of it. Okay, and analysis of more than 32 pairs forex, indices, commodities, and crypto. For example of and dedicated chat. Yes, we will cover most of your request, MJ. Just put up the ticker, and I will check it out at the end of the session. Okay, so in the members area you will have access to all of these. Let's have a look of what we explain and we cover during our live sessions. So this was indicated on the website. As you know, most of the time I always say know how to identify the end of a correction to take a trade. Basically what we teach you in our course that is running at the time being. Next course is end of April. So for what we teach you in our course is the 2-week course is to identify these interest zones that we identify on our websites and in our live sessions. For example, the results for the Euro NZD. We covered this in our live sessions, and we identified if you are swinging, you should have been taking profit around these areas or take partial move stop loss. And if you are day trading, you should be looking for the reversal around these areas. I don't suggest you look for bottoms and tops, but these are key areas that we do our wave analysis and try to identify ahead of time where we should exit our position and start looking if you are day trading for a day trade position after confirming a specific setup. Let's move to EuroCAD. EuroCAD, same thing, end of the location of the identified area and the bounce straight from there. The same thing, if you are short, you should be taking some profit and start moving stuff. If swinging, if you're day trading, you should be trading this bounce from here. We move on to Euro Oz. Same concept all over again. Watch these areas, and we cover them in our live session, which I will give an example of Thursday, where the market really reacted to what we were talking, and in details, even going to the 45-minute and 30 minutes time frame, identifying the setups and looking for the trade for the London or New York. So that's exactly what happened around here. And last but not least is GA. We identified the end of a correction. As I say, your job in this business is to identify the end of a specific correction and trade the next move. That's the key. You gotta know where's the correction. That's the course, that's the major what we give in our course. So these are the moves that were on the websites. If you're just a member and just following our website and you have your own setup, and we covered in our live sessions. Hopefully it's not too blurry. Okay, but I'll just give an example of what we cover in our live session during London, pre-London and New York timing. We were explaining that expecting this to come down here and then bounce up to complete a certain correction or a certain setup, and then a bounce from there. And exactly that's what happened during the week. We move on to Euro USD. That was, well, I explained that was a beautiful buy. On the course we covered that buy to where we're expecting it after a retest a certain candle. And as you can see, it bounced straight from there. If you are in buy, that is your area where you're supposed to be taking profit before any shortening going on. The pound, the same thing. We're expecting a correction, a smaller correction, then deeper drop. UCAD, we were looking at a bounce from here. I was specifically saying do not short, and if you are in a short in swing trade, start taking profit. And that was a trade that was identified on Wednesday to take a short from there. Keep in mind that's a Thursday session. Anyways, I don't want to waste your time a lot. So we identified the specific areas that you should be looking for to take profit or start looking for the reversals. Aussie, well, I'm saying that this is a potential setup where it should be completed and we should have a major drop.
There's a possibility that this does a correction similar to this
correction. Same thing for the rest.
We have reached, I want to say the top, but we have reached a kind of, we're looking for.
Anyways, so if you are interested, guys, in these in what you are seeing now in the live sessions, what we cover in our live sessions, the list is right here. And any requests that you want me to cover, put them on the watch list. I will give details about it. That's exactly what we were looking at. The euro bounced straight from there. We traded this long and we are in the short. So hopefully we'll see you and you like what you're seeing every week. And if you are interested in more, we have on our website $25 monthly subscriptions, but you will not have access to the members area. It's a 7-day free trial. You can come check it out. You will have access to the live sessions that we do 3 times a week, and more than happy to assist you in any questions that you have and give our point of view in any chart that you would love us to take a look at. Now let's head to our live to our watch list that we cover every week. Let's start with crypto. As I said last week, I'm expecting a drop. This drop can be similar to this. It's not yet over because of this leg. I compare a lot of I compare legs, right? So if you've been with us for a while, this indicates something like this. I'm expecting a deeper correction to the downside. A major drop, we're not confirmed yet. I'm not saying that, we are still in a correction, and that's what I'm expecting for the upcoming week. If you notice this correction that I just identified, it was something that we traded on the DXY around these areas, on the euro even around these areas. On the euro it's more clear, so I'm expecting this on the DXY, on the BTC, sorry, as a correction. So expecting the following, a drop and then continuation of the uptrend. This can do another correction, and maybe it's gonna be a bigger correction. We don't know, we cannot know these stuff. We trade what the market gives us, right? For the time being, I would be interested in the short to trade this. For swing traders, you should have taken some profit around the 50 and the 55 area. And for your next potential is identifying the end of this correction that we are in to continue the move up. So for the following week, I'm expecting more down move on most of the crypto sites. ETH, the same concept, same setup, same type of a correction before any continuation or another correction to the upside. We do not tell the market what to do, we just follow specific setups, we just follow specific fractals in the market, okay, that repeat themselves. If you would like me to cover any crypto, I basically cover these two on our Sunday. On our weekly, we cover more than 6 of them because they are requested from my guys that are in the members area. So if you want me to cover today any chart that you are interested in, please put it in the chat below. We move on to SPX, S&P 500. This can be deeper correction if it doesn't turn from here. Okay, we will wait for confirmation for it to bounce. On the second leg, we continue. If it doesn't do that, this is gonna be a deeper correction. I'll explain more about it. Same thing as this one. Same thing as this. We might possibly have the following if we do not turn from here. There's a way to measure this. I'm not gonna give the details here. There's a way to measure this to know if this is gonna turn or not. So this, if it doesn't respect a certain area on our fib extensions, it's gonna go deeper, and if it respects that, we're looking for continuation. We're still in an uptrend. We're not gonna have that crash. It's just a healthy correction that we are in. UK 100, same concept. All the indices are the same for me, from my end, from the way I look at the market. This can be deeper correction, not similar to this, not similar to this, but at least something like this, correcting this move. This is part of it. For most of you that know wave analysis, $35,300, on S&P. As I said, Cosman, if there's a way to measure this, if it's not respecting a certain area, this can and it will come down to that specific to that area that you're talking about. So I'm looking for a bounce from here. If we don't have that bounce, same thing for the DXY. If we don't have that bounce, this is gonna go deeper. There's always a way to measure, right? Hopefully I answered your question. The XY, same thing like the rest. You're more than welcome, sir. Same thing like the indices. If we are not turning from around these areas, this is a deeper correction. We're still in a correction, right? If you are day trading, you can trade the up move. So we are still deeper in the correction, looking similar, something like this. If we're not gonna turn from here, right? We're looking similar to this. Retest of this area. If we do not turn from here, same thing for the indices. So we let price tell us what to do. We do not just jump in. If you are not long on the XY, short euro, do not jump in right now. There is a way for you to identify a setup, identify end of a correction, and then take it to the direction of the market. Euro USD, there is a potential, same thing as the inverse of the DXY. If we do not turn from here and head one more up, this can be deeper to the downside. Same thing like the XY. So let's wait for the market to tell us what to do, and it's right at the edge, right? So if it breaks, this is gonna be deeper. If it bounces from here, it can go up correctively and shoot straight up. There's a way to identify. That's why we have the weekly sessions, like I just gave the example before. GU, expecting a deeper correction, similar like this one right here. UCAD, same concept as DXY. I'm expecting for it to reach up there. Okay, most likely I will be looking for my buy if we do not respect this area and continuation of the down move. If this area is not respected by Tuesday, we're looking for buy setups till this area up here. We will identify them in our weekly session. NU, same thing. We said last week there's a potential that this is over and we're gonna have a major correction. We're looking something around these areas to drop around here. So you might be looking for continuation of a down move. Same thing for the Aussie. If you go back to last week session, we were looking for end of this, and we identified it in our live session on multiple Aussie pairs. As I gave the example at the beginning of this, we're looking at similar something like this to the downside. Silver, I was expecting a continuation of this like this. It did not happen. Most of my guys that were in from here took some profit when we identified it on the live session that this might drop, taking out this liquidity zone, and most likely maybe we're gonna go lower till around these areas. I doubt, but there is a potential that this can do the following and then pump back up, but at least to take out these areas. If you are a sell, that's good, hold it. This has potentially for it to go lower. Same thing for gold. We identified this in our live sessions. We identified this with this from right here. Most of the guys that trade commodities and especially gold took this sell till around till the beginning of the weekend, till Friday, and they took profit. What are we expecting next? A smaller correction, one more drop, retest of this area, then either a pump or a correction to the upside. We will cover it in our live sessions. Copper, we're still in an uptrend. That's just a correction similar to something down here, then continuation for the up move. Oil, I spoke about it last week, expecting a correction to the downside. We might sell it. I would not prefer that you sell, but I'm looking for something like this to the downside before any continuation for the up move, if we need to have another up move. I would be waiting to buy around these areas. UJ, same thing like the DXY. This has two potentials. This can do the following and pump similar to this till 108, and it can turn from where it is right now, completing this whole move and continuation of the down move. Let's wait, let's have some liquidity grabs and potentially let the price tell us where it is heading next. What's the next potential high probability trade that we should take? If that's the one, you should be still looking. If you are in a sell, you should be still looking. And one more down, retesting these areas before to buy. So watch the $11-10 area. Watch the 11 and $10 area for at least a correction or continuation for the up move. Georgie, it's been a while, man. Nasdaq. It's the same thing like S&P 500. I'm looking, if this area is not gonna be respected, Georgie, we're still in an up move, right? So we're looking at something like this. There's a way to measure, I think you know that, okay, to measure the end of this. So it's gonna do something like this and then pump. We're still in an uptrend. Any buy setup with decent risk to reward after liquidity grab with high probability move, you can take this for continuation of the up move. Yes, sir. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, there's multiple confirmations, there's multiple ways to trade, right? So choose what suits you and go ahead with it. ETH BTC, we're still looking similar to this. We're still looking for the end of this correction. Maybe a retest around these areas. Alright guys, thank you so much for attending. Don't forget to visit our website if you like what you see and interested to learn more, and share and subscribe if you are not already subscribed to our channel, to our small community, and press the like. You're more than welcome guys. Have a beautiful week and trade safe.